Well, well, well. One word. Wow. Wow. This was fairly impressive. Now, again, it is just what it is. It's a sample of what we should expect, but a lot of people had doubts that they could really recapture the magic. I think for the most part, the doubters have been answered. Now, were there a few moments that were a little over the line? Yeah, I think the thing with Gambit and Wolverine was a little silly, but overall, the trailer does give a lot of solid promise that they're really working with the boundaries of the 90s cartoon and going to try to evolve the story, but not go too far from what they established earlier. So if you need a very quick refresher, the first three seasons of the X-Men in the 90s concentrated on the Sentinels and the Dark Phoenix story, but I have to be honest, after that, the seasons got a little mixed, and the final stories were a little weird. Essentially, in the final stories, Xavier became very sick, he had to leave, so the X-Men will not be guided by Xavier. Apparently, Cyclops will now be in control, but Magneto is in the background, and he says, at least here, that the entirety of the X-Men belong to him. I don't know what that means. Does he mean legally he controls the mansion? I don't know. And again, all this does work with the comics, where for a time Magneto was sort of a teacher or mentor with the X-Men, but then he drifted off doing his own thing. So, a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of great stuff. Some people say they're spotting Spider-Man references. Again, that was already in the 1990s cartoon. For those who forgot, there was already a crossover episode with Spider-Man. Nothing shocking there, but apparently also the Avengers. I spotted a few references to the Avengers. So yeah, it looks like we're probably going to get a few guest cameos from Spider-Man or some of the Avengers. I mean, technically they had Captain America back then, but that was a very dicey episode. So overall, really great stuff. Very, very fun. Very energetic. And of course, the music was very well updated. Only a few minor quibbles with, Gambit and Wolverine going overboard there. And the voice acting seems a little weird. They don't sound exactly like they did before. But for the most part, they do. Like, it's remarkably close to what they established earlier. So, if you were a fan of the 1990s cartoon, it looks like a very, very confident next step in the story. The animation was, a little weird and weak, but I think, again, it's trying to imitate the style. So, again, it's going to look a little weird, but, again, they're trying to work with the 1990s framework. And for the most part, I think they did a very splendid job. I'm going to give the trailer 8.25. Very, very good job. A very good promise of what we should expect. Wow, pretty amazing.